All right, let's dive in to the warm-up, starting with those jumping jacks. And we're going to focus our warm-up on the upper body since that is where our working sets are going to go. But for now, let's just push a little cardio, wake up a little bit, and just sort of shake off the early morning and get yourself fully, physically and mentally into work mode. Arms all the way up overhead. Just looking to get that body temperature up a little bit and that heart rate up a little bit. Let's go. 5, 4. That was the longest second ever right there. 3, 2, and 1. Right into some butt kicks again, just to continue to get that heart rate up a little bit. Getting the heels right up towards the butt. Shaking off any workouts you did yesterday, movement that might have left you feeling a little tight or sore. And again, just pulling everything into work mode. Make sure that upper body is just loose right now. No tension there. Let's go 3. Let's go 2. And let's go 1. Go ahead and calm it down. We're going to do some forward and backwards leg swings. Nice and gentle. Again, we're focusing on upper body. So the lower body warm-up doesn't have to be quite as extensive as it normally is. Let's go. For 3, 2, and 1. Slow down, switch sides. Over that left leg, forward and back. If you need a little bit of help with the balance for a larger swing, fingertips on the wall, fingertips on the back of a couch, that'll help. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. All right, knees to chest with that open. Opening up the hip flexors, warming up the glutes, and really kind of dialing in the focus to some balance this morning. Make sure you're squeezing that knee in nice and tight. And getting as big of a range of motion out of that open as you can. Let's do 1 more each side. And drop. And drop. All right, wide stance. Before we go into our reaches, we're going to go towards some reaching jumping jacks. You're going to go up and over the head first. So reach that left arm up and over the head as the right arm reaches for the opposite hip. Take it nice and smooth here. See if as you get these reps in, you can get a little bit further into the stretch, waking up the back and waking up the lats. Let's go 1 more each side. And then stand up nice and tall. Shake off that movement. Arms up and out to the side and start with those gentle pulls now. Upper body should already feel a little bit looser and ready to rock into these movements. Pull all of your thoughts into your body right now. How the muscles are feeling. Where your energy level is at. Anywhere that might need a little extra stretching or extra attention before we get into our working sets. Let's go 3, 2, and 1 more each side. All right, stand up nice and tall. Turn that into windmill. So nice and slow. Reach for the floor with the right hand. Find the T. And then right back up to the top. Staying with smooth, gentle movements right now. Waking up those shoulders. And just making sure the body's just ready to go. Whatever direction we need it to go. Whatever movement we need it to make. It's awake and ready for it. Let's go 1 more each side. Make sure you're pushing that top hand right up through the ceiling. Nice, nice, nice straight back. So take that forward into toe touches. Take this nice and slow, especially as your shoulders kind of approach your legs. You really want to slow it down so you can pull the torso into that stretch. Wake up the hips a little bit more. Make sure the lower back's ready to rock and roll. Last reach here. And then go ahead and stand up nice and tall. Square the hips off again. Deep breath in and reach for the ceiling. Push your butt back and reach for the floor. Sink into this stretch. Allowing your chest to get a little bit closer to the floor. Nice and gentle, nice and slow. And then you're going to walk your hands over to the right side, over towards that right foot. Back to the center and over to the left foot. You can adjust your foot placement as needed. All right, one more walk through the center. And then walk the hands back so they're nice and even in between the feet. Walk the heels in, followed by the toes. Heels and toes until your feet are right behind your hands. And just give me a nice slow roll all the way up to a standing position and big shoulder rolls back behind you. And then let's jump in here. So, and that probably doesn't have to go that low. All right, here we go. So again, we're going to do upper body and we're going to do some core. So you're going to want to mat out and you're going to want 2 sets of dumbbells. One on the slightly heavier side and one on the lighter side. Again, we're going upper body. So when you're choosing those weights, keep that in mind. Water to the side. And we're going to be working with pyramid style intervals. So descending, or I should say descending? Yeah, descending in terms of length intervals. We're going to start with the heavier dumbbells in hand with an underhand row. So these are the longer intervals. These first work sets are always going to be the longer intervals. Slightly heavier dumbbells in hand, hinge at the waist, palms facing forward, and then you're going to dive into that row. Keeping the elbows nice and tight to the body. And I want you to think about what your spine is doing here, right? So looking straight ahead. And from the tailbone all the way up to the neck. Nice straight lines. You want to sort of find some length there, right? So sort of that ruler straight so that you can really focus on drawing those elbows up, squeezing those muscles in towards the spine and taking this nice and slow, waking up the back, waking up the biceps. We're going to flip-flop between heavier and lighter weights, bigger compound movements and more isolated movements all the way through. We're going 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, go ahead and drop those heavier weights. Grab the lighter weights already. We're going to dive in. So let's hit the triceps. We'll be standing up nice and tall for this one. I want you to push your lighter dumbbells together. Lock them out with arms locked out near your ears. We're going to go overhead extension. So bend and extend. I want you to tuck the tailbone and pull the core in towards your center to wake those muscles up and support this overhead movement. So as we move through each of these circuits, our work times are going to get shorter and shorter, but the muscles are going to be tired by the end of the circuit, right? We've got a lot of reps to go. So that's why we're dropping to these lighter weights, shorter circuits. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. All right, hanging on to those weights. We're going to go back into that hinged position. This time we're going to hit back again with reverse flies. So pushing the hips back, that same nice long spine that you started the first exercise with. Open into the fly and right back down. Again, we're using lighter weights. You're already feeling these muscles. So again, we've got a shorter work interval here. Make sure that you're breathing with each rep. Paying attention not just to the fly, but to your posture. Feet planted solidly on the ground. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up nice and tall. One more upper body exercise before we dive down into our first plank challenge. Hold on to those light weights. We're going to go for some tricep kickbacks. So again, slight hinge here. Lock the elbows in, kick it back and forward. And I want you to get these reps in. We've got 20 seconds. That's it. This round is just a 20-second round to get some reps in and sort of finalize that upper body burn. We'll take our first real break after planks. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Weights to the side and take it right down to the mat for our first plank right before our first break. So we're going to start with an elbow plank, nothing fancy. Locking in our form. So that means shoulders stacked over the wrists. You want your butt down and nice straight lines from the shoulders to the tailbone and all the way down. You can trace that line right down to your heels. All right, what I want you to do is start with a knee tap to the ground. So tap and then right back up into your elbow plank. Tap both knees down to the ground, right back up to elbow plank. Down and up. We've got 4, do we have 4 of these? 4 plank challenges throughout. And we're going to use a lot of variety to make sure that core is feeling it when we finish up today. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to the ground and shake it off. So, circuit 1 is done, and that's a little bit of what to expect throughout the rest of this workout. So definitely grab some water. Take the time to shake the arms out. Woo! All right, definitely getting a little bit of a stretch in there. So our goal is to start off typically with those heavier weights, sort of wake things up, and then we'll get to more isolated movements, lighter weights. All right, so here's what we're moving into. We're going to spend this entire next circuit on the mat. You're going to want, do you need both of them? You're going to want both sets of weights. We're going to start with the heavier. So we're going to start with that full renegade row. So dumbbells in hand, you're going to give me a push-up, and then 1 row and 2. All right, so if you can, this is with the heavier weights. Start off in that full plank position, and if you feel yourself losing form, if you feel yourself not able to complete those upper body reps, all I want you to do is drop the knees to the ground so that you can carry on with that push-up to row series, okay? So with the heavy weights on the mat, let's dive into circuit 2 here. So again, starting off in that high plank form, get as far into it as you can. And then if you feel your form breaking, make those adjustments. Here we go. So we're going to go in for our first push-up, and then row left, and row right. So this compound movement, renegade rows are definitely an advanced exercise, but we're taking it nice and slow. And what I want you to sort of take that push-up as is a break from the plank, a break from the row. So a little bit of relief thrown in there, combining the 2 exercises together. And remember, this is our longest round. So as soon as we get through this round, those time intervals start to decrease. We've got 10 seconds to go. We're almost through it already. Stick with it. Yes. Come on, stay strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! That'll get you. This is why we do no repeats, so we can throw these guys in there. All right, take your heavy weights with you. Flip it around onto your back. We're going to bring in some chest and triceps here. So What I want you to do, we're going to do a narrow press, but I want you in that reverse grip again. So my palms right now are facing my head. You're going to push up towards the ceiling and bring those elbows right back down to your rib cage. Press it up and right back down. So reverse grip. Press right now means you're going to hit your chest muscles, but you're definitely hitting those triceps. And remember, our work interval got shorter the second we started those rows, or stopped those rows, excuse me. So we are already at 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down. All right, dumbbells off to the side. Flip it back around. We're going to go Superman, hit those lower back muscles into a cobra push-up. So you're going to start on your belly, arms stretched out in front. You're going to lift and squeeze. And then as you come back to the mat, hands under the armpits and push yourself up into cobra. And remember, our interval just got shorter again. So we're already at 15 seconds to go here. So yes, the triceps are kicking in high gear. That's the goal of this circuit. This is our tricep focus. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab your lighter weights. We're going to stay on our knees for this one. We're going to go kickbacks from a kneeling position. So you want to hinge the hips back, same deal. Kick it back and draw it forward. Nice straight line, straight out back behind you. This is our 20-second interval, so get those reps in and then you know it's done. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells to the mat. All right, here we go. We have our plank challenge, and then this round is done. We're going to start with a right side plank. So down on the elbow, feet straight out to the side. Lift those hips up off the ground. Reach that left hand up towards the ceiling so you're finding that nice straight line, that nice straight T. Try to make sure your hips and shoulders stay facing forward so you don't start to sort of rotate those hips towards the ceiling. Everything stays nice and straight. Keep those obliques working. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hips, flip it around. Left side in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and lift those hips up. Right hand stretches towards the ceiling. And again, we're looking for those nice straight lines, keeping those hips nice and high. Working those obliques here. We've got 15 seconds to go. If you need to close your eyes and dial that focus in, do it now. 10-second mark. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those hips to the mat and shake things out. Give your shoulders a little bit of a break from that side plank. Nicely done. So we're 2 in, 2 to go. Hitting those arms and definitely hitting core. Grab some water. Shake out the arms for sure if you need to stretch those triceps, because that was a tricep heavy round. Throw in a little bit of stretching. Just keep the body loose, keep the body moving. Like I said, we're halfway through this upper body and core workout. So, already good in there, already pushing it. All right, we're going to be back up on our feet for this next round. We're actually going to start and finish this round with the lighter weights. You don't need your heavier set right now. We're going to go for arms and shoulders, which is why we're setting those heavier weights to this side. So we're going to start with a curl to abduction. So you're going to be regular curl, come down to 90, open, open, and full curl again, okay? So, 2 dumbbells in hand. Again, this is the lighter set of dumbbells. You're going to want your palms facing forward and your elbows locked into your rib cage. Let's do the full curl all the way up. Meet me at 90. And then you're going to open right, Open left. Down to your legs and full curl, excuse me. And remember, this is our long work interval, right? So we're going to keep this nice and slow, knowing that we're getting that bicep workout the whole time, right? We're not super concerned with reps because of that hold. Time under tension is just sort of built into this one. Keeping that back nice and straight, right? Tight core. No big arch getting in the way of good form. Squeeze those dumbbells. Create some tension that's working its way up your forearm and into that bicep. Woo, we're under 10. Stick with it. Come on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so give those biceps a little bit of a break. We're going to go in for a little bit of a change up to our normal side lateral. We're going to have palms facing out. You're going to get up to about boom, shoulder height. Drag those elbows in, push out, and down. So you're not doing a curl, you're dragging your elbows. So you're squeezing the elbows in towards the spine. Behind you, push out and down. Yeah, and again, depending on the weight that you chose for that lighter weight, this might be even a little heavy for this round. Boom, squeeze it in so those elbows are squeezing in and back towards the spine. Looking for that sort of W shape. Boom, out, and down. We've got 10 seconds to go. Woo-hoo! Come on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dang, that one hit, huh? All right, shaking it out. We've got 2 exercises to go before we work our way back down to that mat. We're going to do what's called a pec deck here. So again, you might want to even go even lower for that weight. So what I want you to do is start at 90. You're going to draw elbows and wrists to meet and back out to the front. Elbows and wrists to meet, back out. Yeah, exactly. And remember, these intervals are getting shorter. So if you can hold on to that burn in the shoulders right now, you only have to do it for another 10 seconds. Woo-hoo, come on. Stick with it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, shoulders are getting that one. All right, here we go. Let's finish this one up with a hinge back. We're going to go straight arm kickbacks on this one. So we're getting shoulders and triceps. Hinge, arms straight down, neutral position. Kick it back. Nice and slow, draw it forward. Again, this is with those lighter weights because you don't want any momentum. You want to be in the control of this movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Stand up nice and tall. Drop those weights to the side. We're back down on the mat in plank position. So we're going to go right back into that elbow plank hold. 2, and 1. All right, lock in form first here. We'll add some movement to the second half of this plank round, but for now, I want you to draw your attention away from the shoulders, away from the triceps, and right to the core. Squeezing those muscles in towards your center. Stay steady. All right, our movement for the second half of this plank. You're going to alternate tapping your toes out to the side. So left foot taps out, back to the center. Right foot taps out, back to the center. Alternating 1 and 2. Keeping your hips low and your shoulders. Nice straight line there. Across the shoulders and down the spine. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees hit down. Let's go ahead and push it back in a child's pose for just a quick stretch. And then take your third and final break of this upper body round. Shaking things off. Grabbing some water. And again, stretching out any muscles that are feeling a little tight, a little sore. We're 3 circuits in. we've got 1 to go. And this last circuit is going to be down on the mat. You're going to need, again, both sets of dumbbells for this one, okay? So have them nearby so you're not having to sort of rotate and twist to find them. All right, and we're going to focus a little bit on chest again here to finish things up. We're going to start with a pullover to press. So you're actually just going to need one of those heavier weights. Pull over. Let's dive into this last circuit here. So again, one single heavy weight. And we're going to go pull over to press. So you're going to start on your back. You're going to start with the dumbbell right up above the chest. Drop it back behind your head. Tap down to the mat, right to the center, and give me that narrow press. All neutral grip here. You're going to feel those lat muscles pull. You're going to feel the shoulders working. You're going to feel the chest working. Pullovers are fantastic upper body exercise. And remember, we're going for time here. This is a long interval, and we're working all the way through it. Stay focused on the muscles doing the work here. Don't let your mind wander. Lower back stays pressed gently to the mat. Again, using your core, using your spine, protecting these movements. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up to the top. All right. I want you to swap out that single heavy for both of your lighter dumbbells. We're going to go in for some chest flies, but we're going to play with this a little bit. We're going to go alternating flies. So I want you to start with both dumbbells up over your chest. You're going to open that right arm up, down to the side. Make sure it stays lower than your shoulder. So you're not going straight out from the shoulder. Soft elbows land, or just around sort of the bottom of the sternum. Keeping your torso, your back, flat on the ground here, right? So that's part of the effort, is not letting your body twist to the side that the weight is lowering on. Stick with it. We're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. All right, you're going to hold on to those lighter weights. We're going to stay in the same position that you're in, and we're going to turn this into a skull crusher. So what I want you to do, what an awful term. I actually love it. Let's not kid ourselves. So push those dumbbells right into each other. You're going to start with the dumbbells up over chest height. You're going to draw your straight arms back a little bit for an angle, and then go in for those lying tricep extensions. All the way through it. Stick with it. Finishing this upper body with a tricep and chest focus for sure. 3, 2, and 1. All right, here we go. Last exercise, again, staying in the same position, same weights. We're going to go super slow chest presses. So I want those elbows out to a T. You're going to press up, straighten those arms, and then nice and slow down to the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Press it up. Here we go. Down to the mat for 3, 2, and 1. Press it up. We're going to do 2 more. So nice and slow. 3, 2, and 1. Press it up. Last one here. Down to the mat for 3, 2, and 1. Bring the elbows in. Drop the weights. And we have 1 more plank challenge. So we're going to start in that elbow plank one more time. Final challenge. Final push here. Find that straight line, that perfect plank form. Keep those hips down and in line. Nice straight line from the shoulders to the hips to the heels. All right, here we go. We're going to start with this final set of movements. We're going to do plank up down. So I want you to put the left hand on the mat, followed by the right. Push yourself up into high plank, and then right back down. This is upper body day, right? Let's get that last push for chest and biceps into the mix here. And since this is our last plank, we're going to spend just a little bit more time working it out. All right, last plank up, down. I want you to get up into a high plank position and hold. Woo, feeling those core muscles, baby. This is it, last 20 seconds of work. Lock it in, nice form. You can feel that fire in your core. Just for a little bit longer, hold tight, come on. 10 seconds. We're gonna stretch it out in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, down onto the mat, and sit it all the way back into child's pose. Taking some deep breaths in here. Close your eyes. We're just going to loosen up the muscles in the upper body here. I want you to start by scooping that right arm underneath the left side and just a gentle drop down to that mat. Focusing on breathing and just drawing your attention inward. Appreciating the strength it takes to get through a workout like that, mental and physical. Reach that right arm forward and go ahead and scoop the left arm under the right side. Reach that hand out to the front again, and when you're ready, you're going to draw yourself up onto all fours. We're going to thread the needle, get some rotation in there to sort of wake up the back. So from all fours, what I want you to do is take that right hand and same deal, thread it through the center, hold for a couple of seconds, and then go ahead and straighten everything up. And as you do, rotate to the right and reach that right arm up towards the ceiling. We're going to take this super slow, so that scoop under the arm. And then nice and slow, nice and gentle with the body. Reach for the ceiling. And just a gentle rotation of the spine. One more on this side. And then that right hand comes back down to the mat. We'll do 3 reps on the left hand, or the left side, excuse me. So thread the needle. And then reach and rotate up to the ceiling. Gentle rotation of the spine. Down to the ground. Push, reach, and rotate. One more rep just like that. So reach under, gentle stretch through that shoulder, and then back up, reach and rotate. Down to the mat, and go ahead and find a comfortable position. Whatever works for you. I just want to release any tension that might still be lingering in the neck specifically. So taking that deep breath in, close your eyes. We're just going to focus on a couple of breaths first. Long exhale. Again, deep breath in through the nose. Long exhale. On your next inhale, I want you to draw your chin back towards your neck. And then as you exhale, release all of that tension and let your chin fall towards your chest. And you're just going to start with those slow rotations, counterclockwise, 3 or 4 in one direction. Keeping those shoulders down and back. And then 3 or 4 in the opposite direction. when you're ready, bring that chin back to your chest. Relax here for just a second. Feeling any tension on the backside, those tendons on the backside of the neck, releasing tension there, releasing tension from your jaw. But just slowly lift your chin, roll those shoulders back to sort of loosen things up and connect back with the real world. You guys kicked some butt today. My triceps, I think it was the triceps today. I think that's what that was the focus. Nice and done.